All right, that box should come up in a minute. There you go. And then you just want to change your description. So I myself just got back from Cancun, Mexico yesterday, thus the sunburned face, and I actually sunburned my lips. My lips were huge. They're coming down now, but I now know what it feels like to have lip fillers or Botox. Not a fan. My lips were like numb, and when I drank anything, I thought the water would just run down my face because it was like a dentist had pricked my whole lips and they were numb feeling. But they're coming back to life, but they're peeling now. I've never had peeling lips, so my lips are peeling. My forehead is peeling, and my nose is peeling. So I'm kind of a peeled mess right now. But I was a little worried I wasn't going to make it back because we had issues, and we ended up renting a car from Detroit and driving home because they told us it would be 2 days before we would get out of Detroit. So I drove home because I didn't want Sarah alone.
That's right, yeah. I definitely don't want to be doing this alone. Okay, I think I've got this set, so I hit start.
Start broadcast. Yeah, I thought you were already started. All right.
Oops, there we
go. So now you should be live.
Yeah, who knows?
She's going to check. I better check too because I'm not really sure. I know you guys had a bad ice storm while we were gone.
Okay, looks like, yep. Looks like
Yep. We are live.
Okay.
All right, so today we are going to be using the April Bloom Box, which is called Love Life. I think you can kind of see it. It's in the plastic wrap, so that makes it a little harder. Is yours in the plastic?
Mine's in the other, it's in this, like, I don't know what
Your
they're called.
the sleeves?
Yeah, the little sleeve, so.
So, yeah, I have hardly really thought of this. Sarah gave hers a little bit more thought than I have.
Yes.
So we're going to be using the stamp set. I will show you a little cheat card because I have a class next Monday, so I did take one out and use that. And I think you said you were using yours in a class
Yep,
too.
I'm using that flower for one of my cards and then the flower that I'm going to use today.
Okay, but you didn't bring a sample?
I did not know. I didn't think to bring a sample. Next time I will try to bring some samples along.
The only thing I changed with mine is I didn't use the sentiment from the stamp set. I used one from, it's called Annual Celebrations, because I wanted a Mother's Day card in the class. So they have that option. And then I'm going to put the other words out so they can change it and make it any occasion that they need.
Yep, I do the same thing.
But yeah, so that's the only one I've made so far because I'm going to be doing these live. All the four cards from the Bloom Box Wednesday, April 25 at 8 p.m. here in my stamp room. So if you have the Bloom Box and you haven't made the cards, come on over and join me and I'll flub my way through them.
Yeah, I am not willing to try that quite yet.
So are you ready?
I guess so. As
right.
ready as I'm going to be.
Okay, let's get started.
Alrighty.
This is going to be something.
Yes, it is. Because I think I showed you guys right here. I cut a mask, thinking I might use it for my Stamp-A-Stack cards because I've done a lot of masking in my Stamp-A-Stacks lately.
You do very nice masking work.
Oh,
Masking
thank
work.
you. Yeah, the ladies, they find out how easy it is and they're like, yeah, let's do that. So I thought maybe I'd do it again. It didn't work out and I stamped it in rich coral on a yellow piece of paper and I kind of like those colors. So that's what I'm going to try and go with today.
All right, I'm going to go out on a limb. And I'm going to try a stencil with the lavender color splash because you know our color splashes are on special this month, 20% off. Hopefully mine will spray because I forgot to, I usually will run my ends under hot water because sometimes they get a little stuck up there and you got to clean them off. So we'll see if I'm stenciling or not. But because I totally forgot about that. And I'm going to, here's the kit with the 4 cards. I haven't made them yet. because I'm gonna do them live with you guys. But I'm gonna use the box as a spray booth.
Oh yeah, you definitely need to use something when you're spraying that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to make this even in there, but I don't think that's gonna work either. There we go. Now, let's hope we can spray. Let's see. Yes. And you know, this is lavender, but to me it looks a little pinkish.
Oh, I don't think I have that one.
I'm gonna go with that. I don't want a solid. I like the spray. Oh, I like that. I like it, but I don't like this corner so much. So let's see if I can put this back down.
Okay.
One more. Oops, shoot.
I am using, oops, I gotta learn to move up. I'm using rich coral, which is a pretty bright color. Using these stamps, I've noticed that they don't make the colors quite as bright. It's like it mutes it a little bit, so not that I mind. You think it's gonna be super bright and it actually is not, so. Okay.
A little bit of a
What am I
mess.
going to do here?
Let that dry. All right. Let's see.
I think I'm gonna end up doing a bunch of fussy cutting.
I am going to do just this fussy cutting, and this is the what do you call that flower? Petunia. And I'm gonna ink it with the Lavender Fusion. Do you see that little dot? That is from our little daubers. I stick it on the bottom so the color matches the pad. I just Velcroed that on there.
Oh boy.
Sarah's oh boy in it. Uh-oh. If anybody should be oh boy in it, it should be me.
I'm gonna try the technique that they did where they take the color splash pencils and
Oh,
color over
splash.
that to add some yellow in. So we'll see how that works. Whoops, I don't like that. Got some spots on here that I don't want.
I don't think we're gonna be as speedy today.
No, definitely not gonna be as sweetie today.
Now I'm going to use the limeade splash in my little sponge dauber to do the green ring. A lot of times when you have the leaves and the flower on the same stamp, you'll have a little harder time doing the two-tone. So you can ink it with the ink pad, and then for the smaller areas, just come in with the sponges.
Okay, I need to figure out what yellow I want to use on these. This one right here. And I am going to be using this piece. I just set it aside, or at least I hope I'm going to be using it.
I don't know what I'm using. All right, let's stamp this puppy and see what we got.
I'm just coloring the yellow on the darker spots of the flower. It kind of gives you its own little bit of shading since I have no idea how to shade stuff. So I'm just kind of cheating with that.
You do good with shading. I, on the other hand,
Well, that's because I'm always looking at pictures and trying to get ideas of how it's done. Someday I'll take some classes and really work on it a little bit.
okay, I want to come in.
That.
That's too dark. That is pretty bright. I want to come in and do, oh no way. Just a little bit of detail. I'm not sure.
Okay, sorry. Anyone who knows me knows that I have a hard time stamping and talking. So I'll try to talk a little bit here, or I should say crafting. It's kind of a joke in our family. I can have conversations with my kids and not even remember them.
Okay, you sound like Bill now.
I know it. I have had conversations and then called, where are you? Mom, we talked about this. Sorry.
All right. What number was that? I think that was number 21. And now I am looking for, they have a lavender fusion in pencil, but you got to combine 34 and 48, and I'm too lazy for that. So I'll just, let's see. This looks good. This is 35.
Oh, I'm not even telling the numbers. I chose number 16 for my...
Well, this way, if it looks bad, you want to avoid these colors.
Does it look, I don't think it looks too bad. I'm not sure how well they can see. I guess you can see it a little bit. And I'm not going to come in with baby oil on this. I'm actually just kind of rubbing it with my oily fingers instead.
Oh, I never thought of that. I got lots of oil going on because of the sunburn. I could just rub it over my forehead. Now, I'm not doing too much. You can see a little bit of detail, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
Yep.
I don't know if the camera picks that up, but maybe that's a good thing.
Yep, I can see it on the camera. It looks good. Okay, my hands are shaking a little bit, so...
That's all right.
It's a good thing this does not have to be perfect on this. And I am not going to mess with the leaves at all, because to try and color over those leaves with green, I think that would be a mess.
Okay, I am going to come in with the baby oil. I should sand that green off there, but hey, I got a little green coming on in here, so.
Yeah, we need to see green since we're not seeing it outside.
No.
I don't know what the weather's like for anybody else, but yeah, here in Michigan, I did not expect to wake up to more snow, so I guess I wasn't paying attention to the forecast. Okay, there we go. I've got that rubbed in, I think, nicely. And now comes the boring part, fussy cutting. So I will try to cut this stuff as fast as I can.
Good enough. Whoops. That would have been a disaster.
Oh yeah, the baby oil's spilling.
About tipped it over. All right, so I'm going to cut mine out.
And when I cut, I move the paper really versus my scissors, because that seems to go a lot faster and get it smoother. Okay, you can't see what I'm doing.
And I don't have my glasses here, so I'm going to just go with it.
This is the nice part when you're making videos. You can like either edit this out or like fast forward it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If only I could cut that fast. And then when I'm done cutting these out, I am going to spritz them because I like things shimmery. So once again, it's the Sparkle Silk, which is also on sale this month, mixed with some rubbing alcohol and their spritzers. And this time, I'm going to give them a chance to dry while I start to assemble my card. And hopefully they'll be dry enough and I can attach them. Okay, if this power's taking so long. So, what was your favorite part of your trip?
The sun. Something we don't really have here. And the warmth. Being able to go out in flip-flops and no coats.
the flip-flops do sound nice, and the no-coats, definitely.
No bundling up.
How hot was it down there?
We went to the Mayan ruins in Tulum, and it was hot. It was very hot.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Scorching hot. Okay, so I'm gonna call that good. Just like that. Now I'm gonna bring this back in here, and I'm gonna use the Cosmic Grape Splash, which is also on special this month. Gotta get that little ball rolling in there. It's frozen. You know, what do you expect? Just because I want a little bit more grape going on in that background.
Oh boy, I have a feeling you're gonna be done way before I am.
No. Not today, I don't think. Not today. Okay, now I'm gonna have a little black soap.
You know what, I don't think I brought any of my silks along.
They're right there on the cupboard
Okay.
or counter if you want any.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave that. I was afraid of that. My lavender splash is not the exact same color as my little petunia there.
Well, you know, I found that out when I was making my card. I stamped the flower with, I think, Grape Fusion, but I used 2 lighter purples for the cardstock. So, like I said, I think these type of stamps change the look, or it almost seems like it changes the look or the color of the ink on there.
I'm not sure what my base is gonna be, so we'll
You'll probably come up with something fancy and special. I think the last 2 you haven't. Have you done normal cards or have you done?
normal cards.
Well, you did.
Well,
You did a.
okay, so
I
my
should say
cards are abnormal.
No.
All right.
Okay, I should have said the regular boring cards. You did something special. You did a gift card holder last week. I'm trying to think what you did the week before.
I don't know.
What did we use? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
We used the. Yeah, you did a card. We used the bike stamp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a card.
Yep, that was a card.
We had a sketch challenge for that one.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, I am 2/3 of the way done.
All right. I got an oval mess here. When all else fails, you haul up the ovals. I love my ovals.
I agree. I probably use those the most of my dies. And I did use them this time around too for the Stampin'.
All right, so I'm gonna cut this oval out. Cut. Okay, then I flip it over and you'll see I have the paper piercing one in there, and all those little things have not come through, so I take my crease tool and I just rub over the back. It makes a lot of noise, but it's a great way to get rid of those so you don't have to poke them with your paper piercers.
Okay. I need to spritz because I don't want to do it right here.
You can use my box.
Okay. Let's see if we can keep it purple free.
So we're not going to see a lot of that purpley background, but I wish it matched just a little bit better. Let's see, could I spray a different color?
To dry.
I'm going to just go with it. Okay, and that's gonna have to be off-centered. Bring in my black that I just used to cut out my oval. Kind of like that. I'm gonna cut a smaller oval.
Okay. I am going to cut out a square this time instead of an oval. Well, this is about as far as my idea goes, so we'll see what happens from here.
And I had no idea, so we'll see where I end up. Okay, I want to use one of my sentiments out of here. I'm thinking, have a beautiful day. And how am I going to place that? I don't know if that's going to work. How about if I change my oval? Go this way. Then I can do that. And that will fit better. So, which direction? Horizontal or vertical? What do you think, girls? Give me a shout out here and let me know. Vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal.
Okay, I heard Glenda say, I always use my fingernails because I'm too lazy to grab a tool. And I end up with all these little things on my desk, but that's all right.
Ruth, vertical or horizontal? What do you think? Did I lose you or are you still with me? Ruth, you are coming across. What are you thinking? Horizontal or vertical? I think I'm going to have to go with horizontal, just so I can fit on. Need a black ink pad.
Okay, now I'm gonna decide if I want it to be mostly white. If I do that, it's gonna be pretty easy. Oops, I gotta cut this piece down. If I wanna add a little more color in here. This is what I sit and do when it comes to this point. Because I have to figure out what paper I want to use, and I got this handy dandy little thing from Deb Velder, who is Glenda's upline.
Ah, yes.
And then Glenda had to start doing it because Deb did her share and said it's time for everybody to start doing it. But let me tell you, this thing is amazing and I use it all the time. And I brought it because I grabbed a bunch of different red-orange colors because I'm not sure which color is going to match this the best if I want to add. Nope, definitely not that.
What color would you say this looks more like? This lavender color splash. To me, it's got more pink in it than the lavender.
Yeah, yep, it does.
It's pinkier.
But it still looks good, I think. Okay, which do I want to go with? I guess I do like the rich color. So I'm going to decide if I want to have color underneath my square or if I'm just going to end up leaving it white. I think this is the longest part for me is trying to figure out what I want with that. I don't have my handy dandy ruler with me, so I'm going to have to use my fingernails.
I need some foam squares. And it looks like all I have on my desk are little teeny tiny ones. And we'll go with that.
You're almost done, aren't you?
Yep. Sorry.
Shoot!
It's all right.
Okay, where did I mark this? There we go.
I'll do a little bit more embellishing here, yeah. There's always room for embellishments. Oops, did I put that on the wrong side? Yes, I did.
Oh boy, do I like that better or don't I? Bugger. Let me trim this down.
I'm not crazy about that background color with my thing. Just saying.
It's driving you crazy.
It is, but I'm gonna go with it. Okay, so now I have to decide what color my card is gonna be. Is it gonna be the white? Or is it gonna be the... No, the cardstock matches that ink pad sweetly. Is this not the same? Lavender. This is Lavender Fusion, or Color Splash, and this is Lavender Fusion. Maybe that's where the difference is.
I don't know.
I kind of like the lavender cardstock myself. This, I think, washes it out too much.
Yeah, I like the lavender too. It's just add a little something to it. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna go with that or if I like this. And I'd ask, but I can't see if there's even anyone on watching.
Ooh, that's pretty.
So I'm trying to decide, do I want, yeah, I think I want that little bit of pop of color under there. So we will go with that. Oh, I did that too.
I'm gonna have to put some pretties on here, though. I can see that. I gotta have some either pearls or fashion drops, candy drops. We're gonna have to put something on here.
Okay.
Needs a little something, something.
Trying to decide if I want to add nope, that's a little too much for me. So I will just put this piece on. Yeah, I've got to add a few embellishments myself. Oops.
Do I want to go silver? I always liked silver. Silver and black is pretty. Maybe I'll combine.
Okay, I did bring some thread.
Let's see here. What's in my bag of tricks? What do I have?
I think the black is going to be too dark. I guess we'll just go light. I don't know if I grabbed any pearls, so I might need to borrow a couple of pearls.
Oh, they're right here.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yep. The finishing touch.
I'm not sure how anybody else wraps on thread or twine, but I like to stick a glue dot on and then attach one end and just kind of wrap things around. And if I don't like it, then I just pull it off and move it.
I'm just wondering if I add a little pink in here, if that will make that background pink pop a little bit more.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah. I always like to do in threes. They say always odd number, so let's see.
Yeah, and as you're saying that, I'm putting a third loop on my thread. Just to make that stand out a little bit.
What do you think? Needs a little something something yet? I could put some thread behind there. Let's see.
Okay, a little bit more.
Red. Where did my thread go?
What color do you need?
I'm looking. Oh, I got it. But yeah, that'd be pretty behind there. Let's see. I'm gonna break out my handy dandy bow maker here. This is what my son Dean makes, and our bow makers have 4 dowels, which I dropped one and I don't know where it went. So we can make all different types of bows, but I just am going to make lots of loopies. And I should have started that on this side.
Pop my flowers up a little bit here.
Alright, let's start that over.
Okay, that's not gonna work. Can't be half on and half off. There we go.
Alright, why is this messing up?
Okay. Why is that not lining up?
Always on camera, it never lines up.
Of course. Gotta get it directly under me, so you might get my head here. I don't know.
Alright, so I have a bunch of loops. And I'm thinking if I tuck that under there maybe.
Okay. I have to add a little bit of shimmer, more shimmer, of course. I don't know if I bought that or not.
I'm not sure if I'm liking that.
Okay, we're having problems today.
Hello, Lana. And Ruth, what about green? Oh, what about green? Oh, green little candy drops? I thought of that, but my green is not the same green. The green candy drops I have are almost like cool. So I don't think that would look the best. Maybe on camera, but in real life.
Okay.
We do have to fussy cut these flowers in this kit.
Yes.
There is no dye.
You're gonna have fun with that when you're doing that live with 4 different guys.
That's right. Yes, it might be a very long night. Let's see. How about that? Yeah? No?
Oh, I like
Okay,
that.
so bow or no bow? Before I stick it down. Somebody tell me. Somebody holla at me.
I never know where to place my quills, so I move them around.
Bow? No bow? Anybody? Maybe stick it down here. cover up my coloring. Oh, here's my glue dots.
Oh. Okay, I've got to have another one somewhere. Where do I put it? Oops.
All right. I'm thinking down here. And then I'm thinking where, oh, where?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it.
More silk. Because I can. And it's on special. 25 or 20%.
Okay, I think, I don't know, I don't like this big open space in the middle.
We are our worst critics.
I know it. Okay, what does anybody think?
Oh, I like it.
You think it's okay with that space there?
It's pretty. Very pretty.
Okay, thank you.
I like it.
I like the bow.
That is, do you like the bow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep, it adds to it.
it's a little something, something to it.
All right, well, yeah, here's our
Our works of art from the Love of Life stamp set, which is the bloom box for this month. So if you don't have it, order it soon.
Yeah, order it soon because it's after the 15th.
It is. So you're not guaranteed you would get it.
Yes.
So yeah, you probably want to get that in today if you want that stamp set. There's 4 gorgeous cards in the set, and
Yeah.
this flower, that flower. What's the other one?
What did I do with my...
Oh no!
It's just a smaller...
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
Duh.
It's
just the daisies and the petunias.
Yeah, these little fun
So-
ones. And then, yeah, the small daisy.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Why, thank you, Lana. Both cards are beautiful, she said. So
Yes,
that's
thank you.
very nice of you to say that. I think adding the pink made my little background splashed here kind of tie in a little bit
I
better.
think so. Yep, I do like that.
Yeah. So
All right, I still think mine is kind of empty in the middle, but...
she'll go home and do something else with it. I know she will.
Oh, probably not. No, I have a bunch of cards sitting there that I need to finish off and I haven't.
Yes, you did fussy cut a lot. You
Yes.
did underneath and on top.
Yep, I figured it'd be
Very cool.
nice to have a little
I like
color
that. I
under.
like that.
I wasn't sure if it would be too bright or not, but I think adding that yellow kind of toned it down a little bit and helped it out.
Okay, so what did you stamp? I missed that. You stamped what color ink?
I stamped rich coral ink,
Okay.
and then I used my color burst pencil
pencils.
number 16 and just filled that color in. And it's easy to do because it's got the shading, and
Yeah.
rubbed it with my oily fingers and spritzed it.
I like it.
Thank you.
Very nice.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Next week. What is next week? Next week. I have a class on Monday, gone on Tuesday.
And I have my class, but it's Tuesday evening.
Maybe Wednesday next week?
Possibly.
Possibly.
I will have to talk to Pat and see.
Yeah, we'll have to get back to you on next
Yeah.
week. And we'll, so look for that on our Facebook pages, what stamp set we're gonna use and what day.
Yeah, I am.
We'll try to work a day in next week though.
Yeah, we'll
So-
definitely let you know.
Yep.
And hopefully you can join us again sometime next week.
All right, yeah. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by.
See ya.
Bye-bye.